So section pala. D is 1. Teka. If D is 1, 1 is equal to square root of 3c plus 1. 1 equals 3c plus 1. C is equal to 0. Tapos dy dx. Teka, basahin ko lang yung question ha. Ano ba yung tinatanong? Hanapin lang yung value yung derivative, di ba? So for 25, yeah, find the value of the derivative lang. Teka. O sige, pwedeng stop muna. Tingnan mo yung problem statement. So ang tinatanong, find f inverse of x evaluated at t. So pakita ko yung paano ko gagawin para for comparison.
Ginagawa ko lang po yung theorem 5.1.8 para pag-abaga mas mahirap na po sa parang lesson.
Okay. Ito, di ba? Yung sinasabi ng theorem, we don't actually have to solve for dx dy. Or we don't have to compute it directly. Ang kailangan lang natin, dy dx. Pero ang kailangan natin, ano yung c? So here, d equals 1. So we want f of c equals d, di ba? So if d is 1, what's c? So dito, so first compute c. So when d is 1, 1 equals square root of 3c plus 1, and 1 is equal to, by squaring, 3c plus 1 equals 1, so c equals 0. Ngayon, ang dy dx ay 1/2 square root of 3x plus 1, and then times 3. So, yung derivative evaluated at x equals c is equal to 3/2. So, ang f inverse prime evaluated at d, which is 1, should be equal to 3/2. 1 over 3/2. Or 2/3. So, dito, ang ginamit natin yung theorem. Na we don't actually have to evaluate. Kasi ang sometimes it's hard to get yung inverse function and then get the derivative of the inverse function. So, ang idea dito, basta alam mo lang yung C at saka yung D, pwede mong hanapin yung derivative ng inverse at D by calculating the derivative of by getting the 1 over the derivative of the original function at C. Okay na? Oh, so clear ba paano ko ginawa?
Ginawa ko lang po siya 3 beses nung hindi pa po siya mahirap. Tapos nung mga 27 na, mahirap na po siya yung pagganun.
Oh, sige. So, tingnan natin yung ano, yung 27.
Hindi na kasi.
Ano? Ano na?
Tapos yung the rest nila.
Try mo ang ganun daw.
Oh, sige. So, tingnan natin yung ano. Sige. Tingnan ko mamaya yung sa ano Pero yung siguro something na of the same difficulty is 28. So, let's work out 28. Teka, share ko ulit yung screen ko. So, ang f of x equal siya sa, so for 28, it's sine of x. Tapos x is between -1/2, x between, pag sine of x, it's going to be -π/2 and π/2. D equals 1/2. Ngayon, so, ang kailangan natin, so if y equals sine of x, ano derivative ng, di ba, ang problema dito, hindi natin alam yung derivative ng, kasi hindi pa natin alam kung yung derivative ng sine inverse. Di ba? Pero, if I get the derivative, so, but, 1/2 is equal to, if d is 1/2, sine of c is 1/2. Ano dapat yung c?
One. 30 po sa mga pi/6.
Okay, so pi/6. So, if d is 1/2, c equals sine pi/6. Ngayon, ano dy dx? It's cosine.
So, cosine pi/6 po, which is
Okay, ngayon,
pi/2.
gamitin na yung theorem. F inverse prime evaluated at 1/2 is equal to 1 over cosine of pi/6. Ano yan?
So, 1 over square root of 3 over 2. 2 square root of 3 over 3. Ano?
1 over square root of 3 over 2 or square root of 2 over square root of 3. Hindi ko na i-rationalize
Sige po.
So, yan. Kaya siya ano kaya so kahit hindi pa natin alam kung yung derivative ng sine inverse, we can use the theorem already to calculate yung derivative.
For these exercises.
So, okay na ba?
Yun.
Sige. So, balik tayo dun sa 2025. So, ganyan yung method na we're not going to compute the derivative of the inverse. So, we won't be looking for an expression for the derivative of the inverse. Instead, the theorem is meant to help us avoid calculating for an expression for the inverse.
Okay.
Use the theorem.
Go.
Like, meron ko pa ibang solution, but yung theorem gagamitin for this question.
Saan pa yung salamin ko? So c squared minus 16. Okay, ngayon tingnan mo. 9 plus 16 is 25. Pansin mo na, di ba dalawang solutions natin for that? C squared equals 25. So we
Okay.
have to use yung condition. Okay. So sige, tuloy mo lang. So f prime of x evaluated at c. So f inverse. So yung theorem is f inverse. Wait, hindi na tayo nagso-solve for x. Hindi kailangan yan. We're not looking for f inverse. Remember, we're using the theorem to avoid that. So f inverse evaluated at f inverse prime evaluated at 9 kasi yun so is equal to what? Teka, but 9? Di ba dapat c?
C when C equals 5.
And actually yung kaya kita mo yung sa theorem na f prime inverse tapos yung nasa loob ng parenthesis 9 na. Kasi ano yan eh, yung parenthesis dun sa ano that para hindi mo na kailangang isulat yung barred line evaluated at x equals 9. So tanggalin mo yung bar. Tapos is equal to 1 over f prime of 5.
Okay, wait lang. Adjust ko lang yung eraser.
So buray mo yung bar na yan. Tapos yung c palitan mo ng ng 5 lang. Which is 110. Ayan. Hindi siya kasing ano, 'di ba? Hindi siya kasing bigat no, hindi siya kasing effortful, 'di ba? So prime of x is so if it is negative 3,
Just cubic.
so c cube so f inverse prime evaluated at
So if delta is P is 0, so Q is 5.
Teka, c cube is
Q
pwedeng
kala
hindi
ko
siya 8. Yan, so negative 8.
Akala ko mga ano pala. Ito pa, meron pala 3 na magpapatuloy pa.
Okay. So, yes. Hmm. Hmm. So, let me see. Mamaya. This is 27b x to the fifth, no? Hmm. Yep. Okay. And then,
Ewan ko parang for mas last theorem to. Parang yung ganitong state.
yun, no?
Ito mo, yung pagka-greater than
Yung,
something something.
hindi, yung Fermat's last theorem ay a square, Diophantine equation siya na a square plus b square equals ano yun? A to the n plus b to the n equals c to the n.
Hindi pala skip to the end to.
Ah, so, okay. So that's 27, no? So 29 naman. One half cosine squared x. Teka. 1/2 is cosine squared C, no? So that should be, yeah. Teka. Sine of pi over 4 times cosine of pi over 4 is 1/2, di ba?
Eh, pakita mo yung steps mo. Yung error mo, ganun kasi, mental mo lang page. So,
Kasi sine of pi over 4 is 1 over square root of 2. Cosine pi over 4 is 1 over square root of 2. So, dapat 1/2 yung denominator. Um, negative 1/2. So, negative 2. Okay. So, letter B naman.
simple yun. Kung pwede mong sulat
F of
yun.
x is 2 cotangent x. So, it's
Hindi eh. Kasi
pi d
hindi ka
equals
na
2.
pwede magpalit.
Hindi ko
Bakit
pwede
sinabi
magpalit
mo?
pagka sulat.
Ha? Hindi, pero ito din
Hindi
sinabi
kasi.
niya sa'yo.
Hindi ko pa sinasubmit.
Hmm,
Check ko pa lang siya sa calculator.
huwag mo sulat kung hindi pa ano. Huwag ka muna magsulat. So sabi ko sa kanya, puro ano, pinapanood ko yung mga video eh. Sabi ko pagka sa exam, pagka submitted ng paper mo, wala na. Sabi niya, hindi pa daw niya chine-check kung sa calculator. Check mo muna bago ka magsulat. Kasi pagka final na yun, wala pa ako nakitang ganyan na ano, na pagka submitted ni ano mo, okay, nagkamali ka lang, pero sinabit mo na eh. Mali na yun. So, before you submit your answer, check mo na.
Actually, ang ano naman dito, since, di ba, we're doing ano to eh, tutorial to eh. So, okay lang na habang ginagawa mo siya ngayon, may mali. Ang kailangan natin pag na-detect mo, ayusin mo na siya.
Kaya lang sabi,
Kasi,
parang yung sagot niya na yon, tentative pa lang sa utak niya, sinulat niya na. Check niya pa lang. Sabi ko, hindi eh. Kasi kung ako nanonood ng video mo, ano, parang ang daming ganun na errors. Sabi ko, no? So, sulat mo lang kaya yun, 1 over negative 1/2. Di ba, sir? Parang, yung extra step won't make it wrong. Kasi, napaka-elementary algebra na lang ng, ano, o hindi man, arithmetic na lang pala yun eh. Pagka 1 over negative 1/2. It is okay lang na magkamali eh. Kaya lang, sabi ko, pinapanood ko yung videos mo, ano, puro errors. Sabi ko, no? Wag mo munang isulat. Kung ano, check mo muna. Sulat mo si scratch if you need to. Kasi ano eh, parang puro mali na hindi man doon sa lesson sir eh. Ano na lang, arithmetic or algebra eh.
ano yan eh, I think yung ano, yung, pwede kasing ano eh, yung sa revision nyo gawin. So, you can make a second video na nakaayos na lahat. Pero
Pero
ano, extra, ano
no, no,
yun eh, kasi, pag, ngayon kasi, ginawa mo na ba to before or hindi pa?
ginawa niya pero hindi yung theorem lang sir ang ginamit niya. Pero yeah, you can check your ano, yung
Ginawa
ginawa
ko
mo.
po.
Hindi. Okay, pero yung sa ano, kasi since 'di ba nung kinlarify na natin na yung theorem ay ay ito yung meaning niya and this is how you do it. So effectively you're doing this fresh. So nag-expect ako na may ano talaga magkakaroon ng mas maraming errors kaysa sa yung kapag ginawa mo na siya before and then nire-redo mo na lang. So okay lang, okay pala. Okay pa rin 'yan, I think. Teka. So 2 cotangent 2 is equal to 2 cotangent C. So C is pi over 4. Tapos, ang derivative, so f prime of x is teka, sorry i-work out ko lang yung ano. So f prime of x, so f inverse prime of d, which is 2, is 1 over negative 2 cosecant square pi over 4, negative 1/2 sine square pi over 4, which is negative 1/4. Okay. So 31 cosecant of x. Teka, ano yung derivative ng cosecant?
Sikat tayo ng X eh.
Teka,
Yes, I think so mo. Kasi yung second, ano na, second X, tangent X po siya. For cosecant dapat yung mga co-functions na po.
oo nga, pero sige, paki-work out yung derivative using
Chain rule.
ano, using the chain rule. So y is equal to uh so if y is equal to sine of x raised to the negative 1. Hindi, sine of x quantity and then raised to the negative 1. So dy dx is so negative 1 over so negative 1 and then sine of x quantity raised to the so sine so square, no? So, and then yung derivative ng times. Okay, so what do we get? So negative cosecant x cotangent x. So ang derivative ng cosecant is negative cosecant cotangent. So may minus sign. Ano yan eh, yung mga co-functions nagkakaroon ng sign changes sila eh pag trigonometric. Kaya tapos ang masaklap pa sa kanila, hindi natin sila malimit na nagagamit, 'di ba? Parang sila yung less favored children of the trig functions.
Pero honestly po, I don't know why do people use this one? Is there any like a theorem that requires yung ano po yung nakaganito siya na cosecant, secant, saka cotangent?
I think ano, yung cosecant at saka yung cotangent baka related sa ano sa
Parang si
it goes back to nung time na nag-evaluate sila ng trig functions using a table.
Mm.
Kaya sila
So,
dinidefine.
so ngayon po, why do we still discipline po kung sabihin na wala din
Wala.
ito table?
I think yung ano niyan for historical, I think. Tapos ano rin yan eh kasi yung yung co-functions may nice properties din kung minsan eh.
Pero really po sa mga practical applicators, they don't really have much of a use anymore po.
Hmm.
Mm.
Isip ko kung ano. I think may mga ano eh. Mas pag ano, pag nagsusat ka ng formulae, minsan mas simple yung itsura kapag nag-co-functions ka. Yun lang yung ano doon. I think yung kaya siya ginagamit pa rin. So, teka. So, if D is equal to 1, so 1 is equal to 1/2 cosecant of C. 2 is cosecant of C. 1/2 is sine of C. So C equals pi over 6. Tapos, negative 1/2 cosecant x cotangent of x. So, f inverse prime of 1 1/2
Pareho po
negative
sa sabi.
2 kaya tangent pi over 6
Okay lang.
ano to? So this is 1/2 pi over 6 is square root of 3 over okay, ano ba yung letter B? 2x squared plus 8x plus 7 is equal to 1. So, s- 6. Ah, teka. Sige. 2c squared plus 8c plus 7. So, c equals okay, ngayon 4x plus 8 so is negative
12. Ha? Negative 12.
1,
Negative 12. Negative plus
negative 1/4. Okay, negative 12 plus 8. Okay, negative 4. So, ayan. So, negative 1/4. So, 33 naman. Minus 3. X is greater than 0. So, minus 3. C. Hmm, minus 2. Hanapin niya. C cubed minus 2 over C. Hmm. Teka. D equals 2. So, let me see. X cubed. Teka. Pag nag-multiply ka both sides ng C, you should get C to the fourth, di ba? So, minus 5C minus 2. X is greater than 0. Ano yung expect ni Lighthold na gawin natin dyan? Parang walang, hindi siya exact number eh. From what I can tell.
think, gusto niya, ano, gagamitin pa yata po yung ano eh, ano ba? Ah,
Yeah, that's
Ferrari,
number
Ferrari Formula.
33, no?
Ferrari na car naman, boss.
Ay, hindi. Yung ano, alam mo yung sagot niya for
Decimal.
number 33? Decimal. Which means mag-numerical approximation, mag-numerics tayo.
Quartic equation.
Ngayon, yung ano dito, since numerical yung sagot, gumamit ka lang ng ano, 'di ba may quartic solver yung ano, yung calculator natin.
Ano ba? Meron mo ba?
Oh, kaya niya mag-solve ng quartics.
Bakit kasi mo walang formula for physics?
Actually, hindi ko alam. May sinasabi sila about na yung reason alam ni may dahilan daw si Galois for that, na may contradiction kang makukuha if you assume na meron.
So parang parang may ano ba, yung siguro x to the fifth minus x minus 1. Pagka sinol po yung parang hindi na siya pwede by radicals.
May ano, alam ko yung cubic, pag quintic, may ibang method na pero hindi na siya radicals, may ibang transcendental functions. Yun yung at least nabasa ko dati. Pero ano yun eh, since hindi ko pinrove yun, ay isipin mo lang chismis yun. In the same way na yung proof ni Galois is also chismis. Ano yan eh, yung math na kailangan mo dyan would be group theory. So it's either a third year or a second year course.
Pero there are equations to solve physics. Wala po talaga.
Wala talaga. Meron, pero hindi siya in terms of radicals and ano. Ano ko may nag-prove na ano eh, na there is a way, pero ibang transcendental functions. I think trig functions yata. Okay, so paki-graph na lang 'yan. Yung x to the fourth minus 5x minus 2 para mahanap natin yung root. Or well, pwede rin ano, 1.826, 'di ba? Or 1.827. Pwede rin. Sulat mo lang. X to the fourth minus 5x
5x minus 2.
Tapos kailangan natin x greater than 0. So, hindi. Click mo yung equation kasi lalabas naman yan eh. Pag kinlik mo yung equation. You don't have to zoom in. Click the equation. Yan. Ngayon, okay. Pag kinlik mo yan, dapat may lalabas na yung intersection i-select na niya eh, di ba? The x to the fifth is y equals x to the fourth. Sulat mo siya as okay, yan, no? Yan.
Okay, so 1.8266. Parang tama nga ba? Agrees.
8267. Tapos note mo na lang yung ano, note mo na lang na paano mo nakuha yung sagot. In graphical. So graphic calculator. Okay. So, ang derivative,
Paano po na nung let's say po yung mga super complex functions, how does the graphing calculator, how does it manage to get yung exact values ng mga ganito? Kahit yung packet na math.
actually, may yan. May numerical routine for getting zeros of solutions. Yung isa yung Newton's method. It's actually in chapter 3 yata or chapter 2 of Lighthold.
Kasi in the end po naman yung mga parang pixelated naman po yung yung mga Texas instrument. There maybe yung nga po meron ba siyang algorithm inside of it na paano nila po yung mga exact roots.
Hindi siya exact. Numerical approximation siya. Tapos, pwede kasing ang ginagawa ng Desmos, gagawa siya ng table ng values and then pa-plot niya point by point. And then, may rule siya for connecting the dots.
Newton's method yun ba po yung parang yung ito yung
You make a guess and then tangent line.
To get closer and closer mo to yung point mo.
So pwedeng ano yan eh, I think Newton's method gagana dyan. Basta maganda yung guess mo. So F inverse. Sorry, distract ako. F prime of x is 3x square minus 2 over x square plus, and then f prime at c is equal to 3 times 1.8267 square plus 2 over 1.8267 square Teka, parang hindi pa tapos yun. Pakibalik. Di ba, kinalculate mo na ba yung yung value ng yung 3c square plus 2 over c square? Kaya, pwedeng so, balik ako sa calcu. So, 3 times 1.8267 square plus 2 over 1.8267 square. That's 10 point something something. Ngayon, 1 divided by that is 0.9426. Okay, sige. Minus 4. So, 4. Tapos
Di ba po parang may formula for solving yung mga ganito, 4 tsaka 2 by quadratic yata?
Quadratic formula. Let x squared be equal to u.
Sige po nga po. So, yun, ma-solve mo siya by elementary methods.
Minus 3 minus 0 equals x squared plus 2 minus 3. Teka. So, teka, wag muna. Yung using elementary methods, ano yung solution? So, c square is equal to, ano yung dalawang
So let's say 1, 1, tsaka -4.
Hindi, may exact I think may exact value yan.
Opo, so yung square root of may derouting na pala. Negative 1 plus minus wait, deleted na pala. So plus
And then, sige, isulat mo yung 0 equals c to the fourth plus c square. So yung next line, 0 equals c to the fourth.
wala po siya basta.
Yan. So 0 equals c to the fourth plus c square minus 5. Ngayon, c squared equals u. So 0 equals, and then that should be factorizable, di ba?
I don't think so po.
5 times, okay. Teka, u
Parang po yung
square. Okay, tama. Hindi nga pwede. U minus 5, u minus 1. So, sige.
wala derouting.
So x squared equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of...
Is there a simpler method po to the root rather than using parang yung magagawa po na muna ng ganito, tapos mag-k, tapos gagamitin yung k over something b something. Is there a simpler method than yung gano'n nga po? Algorithmic, derouting.
Hindi ko pa alam.
Parang mahirap talaga yata po siya. So, decimal na lang.
So, decimal form na talaga. Okay, so sige. So, balik tayo sa equation solver na quartic. Tapos 1 0 1 0 negative 5. So nakukuha natin ay x is equal to 1.338. Tapos, okay. So, wala. Yun lang talaga. Yung ibang roots, may imaginary. Yung isa naman negative, which takes us outside yung domain.
Okay, nice. So, ito na lang po talaga C. Okay, then...
So, f inverse prime of 1 for cube yeah. Sige, gawin ko rin yung 4 times 1.3384 cube, plus 2 times 1.3384. So 12 something. 1 divided by the answer. 0.08152. Naalala ko yung nung nagma-math 54 kami. No calculators yung pinapagamit eh. So I think kaya hindi nagtatanong ng mga ganitong questions. Kasi may mga questions na hindi mo talaga may iwasan yung calculator.
Kung wala pong calculator, ba't na po yung torture mo? Gawin na po. Please use the Ferrari method to calculate the quartic as a solution.
Ay, hindi. Ang nangyayari niyan, pumipili sila ng question sa madaling i-compute yung mga values. Okay, 0.01852. Ngayon, teka, check natin. Ano yung next question? So we're done with 35. So ano na ba yung next sa agenda? 37 naman.
Parang
So
yan,
x plus sine x.
sin x. So, sin x over 9c.
5/2 d is equal to 2.
Ayun po nag-isa. Ayan. 1.
Okay.
Here,
Actually, kung allowed yung graphing calculators dito, mas madaling gawin yan, di ba?
kasi, yung, yes, I think kaya naman po na, but I just erase the,
Square root of sine x. So sine c.
attention ng ay.
Okay. Teka, check natin yung kung nag-decimal answers pa si dyan. Kasi clue na yun kung magno-numerics tayo or hindi eh. Yeah, numerical. Okay, so yung kailangan natin mag-solve for C numerically. Ngayon, hindi siya, di ba, wala tayong numerical equation solver dyan.
Kaya nga po walang, actually, may equation solver po. Yung solve function, pero it's not very reliable. Kasi may ano po, may interval eh. So, hindi pa nag-interval. Pwede mo
Hindi, ang ano niyan, actually yung dyan, you make a guess. Yung solve function kasi ang ginagawa niya, numerical method yon na, I think Newton's method din yata siya eh. Tapos ngayon kung alam mo na kung yung hinahanap mong value ay nasa loob ng isang interval, then your best guess should be inside that interval. Okay, sige, try natin yung solve function. Tapos confirm natin using Desmos.
Ikaw ka po may iwas
So,
problem na parang it's not doesn't want to be solved.
So 2 equals c plus square root of sine c. So, sine x square root of sine x plus x and then saan yan? Equal sign.
Okay. So parang equals 3. So naman lang dito.
Equals 2.
Equals
3 pala. Sige. Hindi, graph mo. Y equals 3.
Here.
Hindi, graph mo yung y equals 3.
X equals 3. Ayun.
Hindi. D is 3, di ba? So, yun yung y.
So, dito.
Ngayon, saan nag-intersect?
So, yung solve function daw po, wait lang. X plus sine x.
X plus square root of sine x.
So,
is equal to 3. Teka, paano nga ba gawin yung ano na yun?
Yung ano po sa
alpha equals and then 3 and
Solve.
then shift solve.
2.0.
Ngayon, manghuhula tayo na around 3, no? Or x between, okay, so assume na yung 2. 2.7, 2.7797. Teka, pwedeng paki-check yung 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 graph sa Desmos.
2.06.
X plus square root of sine x. So 2.061. Tapos y equals 3.
Tama po. I mean, 2.06.
Yeah, tinatry ko yung shift solve eh. Ang nakukuha ko, ibang value. Teka,
Naka-degrees po kayo, hindi kaya?
baka nga. Angle unit. Sige, try natin ulit. So 3. So x plus square root of sine of x, and then alpha equals 3, and then shift solve. Okay, gumagana na. 2.0606 something something or 2.061. So, kuha natin ngayon, ang derivative and then inverse prime of 3.
No.
Ang pangit niya, 2.061.
Okay, parang baka siguro inisip nga late hold, this is a calculator.
Actually, yung naman, pagtingin mo yung preface ni Lighthold, may expectation talaga siya na gumagamit kayo ng calcu.
Ayun. 3, 4. I think po yung tamang answer sa
So 1 plus fraction cosine of 2.061 divided by 2 square root of sine of 2.061 tapos 1.334. Nagmamatch sa key, no? Wala. Calculator problem talaga siya. Okay. Tapos tingnan mo, di ba? Hindi siya, pag tinry mong gawin siya na solve for the inverse function, hindi talaga siya kaya eh. Di ba?
Obo.
Or masyadong magulo. So, for this one, mas optimal yung yung hanapin mo numerically eh. Okay, 37. So, we're done with this. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung 39. Alam ko yung integral na siya eh. Okay, so before we do this, balikan natin yung fundamental theorems of calculus. Na yung first fundamental theorem. So, share ko lang yan. So, before I do 39, let's do this. we'll do some exercises on the first fundamental theorem of calculus, or for the first fundamental theorem of calculus. So, yung yung idea ganito. Yung so let's graph. Let's make a graph first. Tapos interpret natin yung derivative ng isang integral. Let's say we're integrating from some constant to x. Ngayon, ito ang x plus epsilon. Teka, let's copy this.
Bakit epsilon po yung ginagamit ng mga text? Hindi po parang delta. Kasi parang D.
Ano yun eh? Yung epsilon kasi usually changes in y. Yung delta changes in x. Sorry. Epsilon yung change in y. Teka, sorry, mali. Mali yung iniisip ko. Change in x siya eh. I think convention, nakasanayan lang, epsilon for small quantity.
Yun.
Okay, so, yung integral, so ang kailangan natin gawin ay kailangan natin figure out ano ba yung derivative ng isang integral. If this is f of x, yung conditions natin, x is an integral from, so dito, yung function ay integral of f of, ang gagamitin yung symbol na xi. Xi ba to? f of u na lang. du. Ito yung u-axis.
Ano po yung
Ito yung y-axis.
parang U na walang buntot. Tapos may ano po siya, align kami to.
Ako hindi ko rin alam kung ano yun eh. So limit as epsilon goes to 0 of a to x plus epsilon f of u du minus a to x f of u du divided by epsilon, which is x plus epsilon minus x. Ngayon, ano ba tong difference na to? This difference is this area. So that's ito. So let's color that area. Yan. So yung yellow area, that is actually the integral of from x to x plus epsilon f of u du. And that, so when epsilon is greater than 0, so ang a to x plus epsilon f of u du minus a to x f of u du, that's just going to be, kasi yung pag x plus epsilon, ang kinukuha nating area ay yung total from a to x plus epsilon. Pag yung limit ay x, yung area lang from a to x. So yung difference of two areas is going to be ito, yung yellow region. So from here, this is going to be x to x plus epsilon f of u du. Ngayon, when epsilon is small, pwede nating i-approximate yung area na yan. So ito yung probably yung reasoning na ginamit ni Newton at saka ni Leibniz. So when x is small, when epsilon is small, ito, pwede nating i-approximate by tawagin na itong, let's call this number. So this number is between x and x plus epsilon. Actually, yung ano niyan, may theorem na nagsasabi na there is a number, there is this number, so that f evaluated at that number is going to be times epsilon, which is yung thickness. That's going to be the integral. Parang may ano yun, it's parang siyang mean value theorem eh. So, yung psi is probably somewhere here, and then yung area somewhere, if we choose this properly, yung area is going to be exactly equal to f evaluated at that variable times epsilon. So, yung limit now becomes, so d dx a to x plus epsilon f of u du a to x f of u du. Sorry, dapat bakit ganito? Parang mali. Ayun. So, copyhin ko lang yung ano para ito. So, we'll get this. So, yung derivative niyan, ito, hindi na kailangan. So, this can now be written as limit as epsilon goes to 0 of over may epsilon dito. Or limit as epsilon goes to 0 of f of this variable. Kaya lang, since this is supposed to be between x and x plus epsilon, if we take the limit as epsilon goes to 0, nasi-squeeze yung variable na to. Ano yun eh, may mahabang development. Okay, so from here, we can conclude na this, yung variable na ito, this one, gets squeezed together between x and x plus epsilon as x approaches 0, as epsilon goes to 0. So, ang mangyayari, since this is always between x and x plus epsilon in the limit, that just becomes f of x.
So parang
Okay, so
fundamental theorem calculus states that the derivative of an integral is the function.
yung derivative ng integral evaluated from a constant to to x is just the function evaluated at x.
So
Ano
yung
yan?
question po dito sa 39.
Okay, so bago natin gawin yan, gusto ko lang na meron tayong exercises on the fundamental theorem
Sige po.
para may practice. Okay, so punta ka sa sa page 388. Hindi. Section 4.7. Kasi hindi ko lang ng page number dyan eh. So go to section 4.7. Page, and then we'll do 35 to 43. So we have para exercises on computing the derivative. So pag nahanap mo na siya, pa-share na uli ng screen. So 35 to 43.
There's writing. Yun ang pala po to. Okay. So, number ano muna?
35.
So, in obtain the derivative. Okay, very simple. What a coincidence. This number 37. Oh, wait. So, this is 4.7.
Okay. Ngayon, papakita ko yung 36 muna kasi hindi siya yung ano, paano kapag yung limit of yung x nasa lower limit. So let me share my screen.
Hindi ko pa parang negative yun.
So magkakaroon ka ng negative, teka. So for example, so pakita ko yung 36 muna. X to 3 square root of 1 plus t to the fourth dt. So, as it stands, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-apply kagad. So, the way to deal with this is, isulat mo yung integral as the negative and then with the limits reversed. And then, yung negative sign pwedeng lumabas. And then, negative and then, ito, in the form na applicable na yung theorem, so we get 1 plus x to the fourth. Okay na? So, now that you've seen 36, pakigawa yung 37. So, stop share na ako ulit. So, pa-share na uli ng screen mo.
47. Oh, something's really wrong with the typewriter. So, apparently, 10.
Hindi. Remember, Spanish yan.
Okay. So, talagang send talaga po yan. Okay. Imagine po that E is I. So, negative.
Okay. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung next one. Yung 39.
Oh no! What is this? This is blasphemy. Negative x to x.
Okay. Split mo ganito. To deal with that, split mo yung integral from negative x to 0 plus 0 to x.
Parang may ginto na siya. Kasi pareho.
So ddx tapos
39.
negative x to x.
40 nun. So here,
So 0 to x plus negative x to 0.
additive naman po yung derivative. So,
Pero may derivative ka of negative x yung isa, di ba? So kailangan mo mag-chain rule diyan.
Oh, no. So, may dagdag po na... So, dito. So sa 41, magkaka-chain rule ulit po si x cube.
So mangyayari 0 to x 1 over 3 plus t square dt plus minus the integral from 0 to negative x of 1 over 3 plus t square dt. Ano yan eh? Mas involved yan eh. So we get
Here, it is
1 over 3
negative.
and then the derivative of negative x is negative 1.
Oh, no.
Remember, yung second term, i-differentiate mo siya with respect to x. Pero ang function mo, function of negative x. Kailangan mo i-chain rule. Let u be equal to negative x. So d dx is d du times du dx. So d dx of
Dapat, di mo po dapat u to.
hindi. Ganito. Divide and conquer. Ang kailangan mo kunin ng derivative ay yung derivative with respect to x of negative. So ddx of the derivative. So ddx of 0 to negative x or of 1 over 3 plus t squared dt. Tapos may minus sign, di ba? Kasi finlip mo yung integral. Okay. Ngayon, yung second integral, madali nang kunin yung derivative. So, kunin mo na yung derivative. Teka, wala na nung pangatlo. Kasi yung 0 to negative x to 0 accounted for lahat na eh. 0 to negative x and then balik ka dun sa line na yon.
Okay. So, magano'n po siya magtanggal ng page. You have to be on.
Yan. So, walang third term. Tingnan mo yung line the line above. Walang third term yan. Kasi, yung two terms na yan, that's actually negative x to 0 and then 0 to x. That's negative x to x. So ngayon, ang kailangan natin, derivative with respect to x of, I think ano yan, ayan, sige, negative d dx 0 to u 1 over 3 plus t squared dt. So negative, and using the chain rule, so d du hindi siya d dx. Remember, yung derivative with respect to x becomes derivative with respect to u of that integral times du dx. Anyway, may mga additional integrals dyan na, na magkakaroon na you'll get more practice in the chain rule. So, okay,
Correct.
ngayon yung u, kailangan mong i-substitute yung negative x.
Pareho lang po maging same thing.
So, we get 2 over 3 plus x squared.
Ayun, okay na.
O, sige. Yung next, yung number 40.
40. BF5.
Yeah, copying ko. dt.
So it's like the same, but the same.
Mhm. So, ano sa tingin mo yung sagot?
And tingin ko sagot. 2 this one. 2 cosine x squared plus 1 mo.
Ah,
No.
so yun din in-expect ko eh.
Kaya mag-iiba po siya. I don't think so.
Kind of same argument din, di ba?
So, basta, hindi naman po, there will be not, this will not be differentiated anyway, so it will be kept. Yes. Ganun lang
Teka,
po.
check natin kung kung if it's always true. Kasi dyan, yung integrand even din. Paano kung kung the
FT lang.
integral is may odd function?
Oh no.
O sige, so for example, yung integral from sige. So kaya tingnan muna natin yung So meron akong i-share ko uli yung yung screen ko. Kaya saan i-share dito? Ayun. Okay. So before we do yung itong bago na gawin yan, let's try this. Yung example. What if yung integral natin, negative x to x, and then t minus 3 cube dt. Tapos kailangan natin kunin yung derivative with respect to x. Ano kaya yan? So, gawin natin yung do it the long way. So, derivative with respect to x of 0 to x, t minus 3 cube dt plus negative x to 0 of t minus 3 cube dt. So, yung mangyayari, 0 to x, t minus 3 cube dt, plus yung derivative with respect to x of, okay, gagawin ko na siyang negative 0 to negative x, t minus 3 cube dt. And then divide and conquer. So, yung first term that becomes x minus 3 cube plus minus derivative with respect to x of 0 to negative x of t minus 3 cube dt. If we now use the chain rule, and then evaluate at u equal to negative x. Tapos yung derivative with respect to x of negative x, kasi yan yung u, we get x minus 3 cube minus derivative with respect to u. So ang derivative with respect to u is u minus 3 cube evaluated at u equal to negative x. Negative x in derivative, that's just negative 1. And we get x minus 3 cube minus negative x minus 3 cube. Negative times negative, that becomes positive. And then yung negative can be brought out. So x minus 3 cube minus x plus 3 cube. That's not twice x minus 3 cube. So yung intuition na it will na magiging twice that, we can't guarantee. So to be safe, it's always better to expand and then simplify. Yan. So okay na? Teka, print screen ko lang to. Gusto ko lang i-recheck mo to later. Sa ano mo. Ayan. And then, tuloy natin yung ano. So, tuloy natin yung 40. Actually, i-expect ko na 2 cosine of x squared plus 1 pa rin yan eh. Pero, the only way we'll know is if we actually do it. So, okay, stop share na ako. And then, let's do number 40. Cosine of t squared plus
Yun, okay.
And then minus 0 to negative x. Teka, chain rule is d du times du dx. So u square plus 1. Okay, yung first term ay cosine of tapos the quantity negative x square plus 1. Okay, as you can see, kaya siya nagiging 2 kasi yung t square, pag pinasok mo yung negative x, nagiging x square pa rin. Kung ang laman ng cosine ay t cube plus 1, mag-iiba yan. Hindi nagagana yung hindi na mag-a-add ng ganyan kasimple. Okay, so let's go to the next one, yung number 41.
Yung cube root.
So 1 to x cube of cube root of t square plus 1 dt. So cube root of dead ddu. Okay. Mhm. Okay,
Ano pala
sige.
hindi mo po delikado yung parang magkatapat na ba? Dapat magbigay ng parenthesis.
Kailangan mo tayong parenthesis for readability. Okay, so we're done with 41. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung 43. Kaya, may 43 ba? Yeah, meron.
Ask na po siya. Oh no! More chain rule. Okay. Lee told after he finds out about the chain rule.
2 to tangent x. Tapos,
Tragedy.
over 1 plus. Yeah.
There's a trigonometric identity going on here.
Mm-hmm. So we get 1. Okay. So, yung 42, subukan mo lang ng ibang araw. Nice naman yung mukhang interesting siya. Tingnan mo. Yung dalawang limits functions of x and x square.
Wala mo. Dito pala sa negative x to x, ina-assume po na yung x is greater than 0. Pero kahit na less than 0 po siya, parang babalik ka naman po.
Actually, yung ano naman dyan ay yung ano, yung ginawa natin yung derivation, in-assume natin x is greater than yung original limit. Pero it actually carries over to yung other cases.
Opo.
Yun lang kasi madaling tandaan eh. Kasi kung kailangan mo yung theorem, yung reasoning na yun yung madaling tandaan para makuha mo kaagad siya. Yung gagawin mo lahat ng cases, matrabaho.
Opo.
So, kasi hindi pa namin pinag-aralan in detail yung definite integral eh. Meron na tayong ginagamit na intuition about the area. Okay, so 43, no? Sige. So balik na tayo sa section 5.1.
Section 5.1.
So number 39. Section 5.1. Ang function natin ay x to 2 t dt. Sorry. F of x is negative 3 to x square root of t plus 3 dt. x is greater than -3, d equals 18. I think ito yung last problem natin for tonight. So, kapag 18,
Oh no.
so
Why?
18 is equal to -3 to x square root of t plus 3 dt. Kailangan natin integrate.
Okay, so talagang ano
So,
po?
t plus 3 to the 3 halves from -3 to c. So, c plus 3 to the 3 halves over 3 minus, 0. So, 9 times 327 is equal to c plus 3 to the 3 halves. Twenty-seven square equals c plus 3 1/2 cube. So we get 9 times 9 times 9. So 9 equals c plus 3. Okay. And in derivative, square root of, so f inverse prime evaluated at 18 Teka, ano ba yung teka, f prime of 6. F prime of 6 is, ano ba yung f prime of 6?
Square root of
That's 3. Tignan mo. So, dapat 1 over square root of x plus 6 plus 3 yan. Or 1/3. Ayan. Okay, so we'll continue. So sa Sunday, balik physics tayo. I think, tapos tutuloy natin yung section 5.1 sa Thursday ulit. Okay? So I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye-bye. Oo nga pala, yung rewrite nung tala mo yung problem involving yung tumalon dun sa ano yun, yung over Ferris wheels.
Okay, isang
Kailangan
sige.
mong is
Gumawa na
yung
po.
yung zucchini something.
Opo.
Oh, yung yung ano yun. Paki-rewrite yun Tapos gusto mong makita.
Next session mo na napapayin ako. Sige po.
Sa Sunday na, gusto kong makita yung maayos na rewrite.
Parang ganito po. Yung mga ito, right? Sneak peek lang po.
Oo. So
Sige po.
gusto kong or i-send mo sa akin yung file na yan para mabuksan ko.
Sige po.
Okay? So, see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye po. Thank you po.